Hey, welcome back to the Expert Edge. Today's conversation is all about 3 practical ways to make money fast. So it's really short. It's a short episode, highly tactical, and I know you're going to find it really useful. So if you're a coach, a course creator, a speaker, and you're wanting to make some quick cash, I mean an extra $5,000 to $20,000 in the next 7 days, this is going to be a really, really helpful episode for you. So let's get into it. Hey, it's Colin, and you are listening to the Expert Edge podcast. I was a professional speaker for over a decade, and now I focus on helping coaches, speakers, and course creators to speak and sell on virtual and live stages. The Expert Edge podcast is weekly content focused on helping you build your expert business. We cover marketing, storytelling, sales, communication skills, and so much more. Thanks for taking the time to tune in, and make sure you subscribe and follow us on all our social channels so you don't miss a thing. Let's listen to today's episode. So let's talk about 3 really practical ways for you as a coach or a course creator to make fast, easy, good money in 2025. Now, I think this will be relevant in the future as well. But right now, here are some things that I think you could do if you want to make some fast cash. What I mean by fast cash, money next Thursday or money this Thursday, right? Whichever day you're listening to it. And these are strategies that I've used. All of these strategies I've used, and they're really practical, really tactical, and it's something that you can implement right away. Now, I will say, if you find it valuable, let me know. Let me know in the review area if you found this valuable. Leave a comment and let me know after the session that we have this conversation, because I always just love to know. Sometimes hosting a podcast, you don't hear back from people, and I trust you're getting value, or else you wouldn't be listening. So let's talk about 3 things that you can do. Number 1, offer a mini course. I remember for me, I had a signature program, which I still do, Self from Stage Academy. I was very locked into Self from Stage Academy. That is the only way that I can offer that particular course or program, right? So I'm very focused on, this is the way that I have to offer it. It's, a certain price and a certain process for people to go through. And I was very kind of, locked into that. And then I started thinking about, what if people aren't fully ready for that yet, and they want to experience something around it that they can quench their thirst, get some great value, but it's a smaller investment for them. First of all, this is the question I asked myself. What is one of the most valuable parts of the program? Or another way you can ask it is, what is a part of the program that people talk about a lot? I believe the whole process in Self from Stage Academy, end to end, is valuable because it takes you through that process. From a standalone perspective, what are the modules or the sections that we get a lot of feedback from, where people say, oh my gosh, that alone was just that was worth the whole investment? And for me, one of the things was this idea of infusion selling. And so I remember it was about 4 years ago, I came up with this idea of, hey, I'm going to take the infusion selling module. I am going to offer it to my email list, and for a limited time, they can get access to it. And I think I priced it at $297. And so I basically literally just took the module out of the course, right? And this is at the time. Now, by the way, I've refilmed infusion selling. So if you do end up buying infusion selling, because people buy that pretty much every day from me separately because they want to test it out, just know that infusion selling is actually a separate mini course now. It's like a standalone course. But this was when I was first testing it. Remember, I wanted to give you something fast and easy that you can do right away, not too much effort, right? And so what I did, I literally just got the module from the program, wrote up an email, and sent that email to my list saying, hey, one of the biggest areas we get the biggest feedback from is this idea of infusion selling. And so I've packaged that up in a standalone mini course, and it's only going to take you about 90 minutes, and it's going to give you access to the 9 key strategies of learning how to speak in a way that sells on any platform, whether it be podcasts, emails, webinars, speaking, coaching. So picture this, right? You pull the module out, you repackage it in a new product on whatever platform you're using, whether it's Kajabi or Optima Funnels or ClickFunnels, whatever. You just put it in a new product and you email your list about it with a link to the checkout. And I remember I did it, and I think it brought in about $5,000 or $6,000 in 2 days kind of thing. But it was like an instant cash hit. And it also validated the offer itself. Now, I have repackaged that and refilmed that whole course and made it a standalone mini course now. But this is a great way to do that when you're testing something. Some of you, probably many of you, have bought my conversion story formula. The conversion story formula is a small part of Sell from Stage Academy as well. Now, once again, it is a standalone course, right? It's an end-to-end standalone course, conversion story formula. But when I first tested it, I just tested it as pretty much the module of Sell from Stage Academy. I just tested it out, right? And so you can get access to conversion story formula because this is what you want to think about. You want to think about what are some standalone pieces from your current signature experience that if you could sell them alone at a lower ticket price, number one, they're going to be an easy yes for your audience, right? Number two, it's going to show your audience that you know what you're talking about and they will be able to decide as to whether they like your style of teaching, your style of content, and whether they want to take that next step. So, I mean, last year, I think we had about 4.5, almost 5,000 people join Conversion Story Formula. That came out of an idea of my main flagship program, Sell from Stage Academy. There's a module in there where I teach storytelling. And so I wanted to package it up because, like I said, not everyone is ready to buy Sell from Stage Academy. If you do, you'll make a great decision. But if you're not ready, you're still getting to know me. I totally get that. Or maybe you don't want to present, right? You just want to learn how to storytell. That's a great option. And so launching a mini course is a fantastic way to make some quick cash. The mini course should be priced anywhere between about $37 up to about $297. So get it in that price range and you should be good. Number two, the second strategy you can do to make fast, easy money right now is host a conversion event. Now, a conversion event is simply, this is the process of it. This is something that I teach in Sell from Stage Elite. What you do is you think about who is on your email list that have come through a very specific lead magnet. So for example, let's say you teach photographers how to take a great wedding photo and you have a lead magnet on that. And so you could run a conversion event called How to Take a Great Wedding Photo. Don't call it conversion event. Workshop. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to teach them, right? You're actually going to be really helpful. You're going to teach them exactly what they need to know. So this is quite how-to. But this is the thing is you're also going to show them the bigger picture. You're going to show them that, hey, wedding photography, this wedding portrait is only one part of 7 parts or 5 parts of the journey of becoming a standout luxury wedding photographer, right? If that's your niche. And so you're going to show them the little picture, which is teaching them exactly what you promised. And then you're going to show them the big picture, which is the whole process. And then you've got to make an offer. Now, here are some distinctions with a conversion event. First of all, just host it in Zoom meeting. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Don't use Zoom webinar, just Zoom meeting, all the faces on there at once. Number two, it doesn't have to be a fancy opt-in page. You could literally use the Zoom meeting, like registration required link. Number three, no replay. Don't send the offer or anything out to anyone who didn't show up live. Only the people who showed up live, as long as they turned up for some part of it, they're the only people that you're going to send the offer to or make the offer to. So conversion events are a really great way, really easy way to get clients with no budget, low tech, and just really fun. They're fantastic strategies. Like I said, it's one of the strategies I teach in our Sell from Stage Elite program, but wanted to share that with you at a high level here because I think that's probably enough to just get started and get going with it, right? To test it out. And then number three, this is a bit more premium, but it can work really well, is offer a limited number of VIP days. If you have a specific type of skill set, email your list saying, hey, I'm opening up 3 VIP days where we're going to do this, this, and this. So make a goal of what the VIP day is and the outcomes of it. Get people to apply. Then you can have a phone call with them, see if they're a right fit, or you could direct them straight to a checkout. But I think a VIP day, let's say it's 2 hours or 3 hours. It could just be over Zoom, which is totally fine. And pricing it anywhere between $1,000 to $8,000, $9,000, depending on your skill set. You can go for 3 hours. You know, I think that sweet spot's about anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. But I think $5,000 is very, very reasonable for a half day with someone who has a really good skill set. And if you've got a great skill set, Could be 10,000 or 12,000. Just depends on what your level is at the moment. But like I said, you could send an email, take in a bunch of applications, have a phone call, and then within the week, you could book 3 or 4, whatever you want to make available, VIP days, right? And do an extra $5,000 to $15,000 in sales in the next 7 days. So these are 3 ways that you can make money as a coach, as a course creator, that are really simple. Offer a mini course. Number 2, run a conversion event, a Zoom meeting, or offer limited VIP days. So hopefully that's been helpful. If it has been helpful, let me know in the review section on iTunes. Write a written review. And if you write a written review, by the way, take a screenshot of it, send it to me on Instagram. I would love to send you a gift. I'd love to send you a gift. It's going to be a free mini course. I think you're going to find it really helpful. So appreciate you. And if you know someone in this coaching industry and you think that this would be really helpful for them to hear in terms of you think it's highly valuable and you think they could use it, hit the share button, send it to them via an SMS, and let them know they should take a listen. Hopefully this has been helpful. I trust it has. Thanks for being a part of the Expert Edge, and we'll see you next week.